All right, so we're going to roll right into this. Again, the customer engagement showcase is really kind of picking up on this whole theme that we put together for not just LA, where Sophie and team were a central part of that, but into this one, this whole idea of how do you scale customer engagement globally. And we've talked a lot about it takes more than one channel, it takes more to the D2C. I would argue the best new channel, if you call it a channel out there, maybe it's a platform, maybe it's just an engagement tool, is the whole social video piece. So I will leave it to Sophie. I'm really looking forward to your guest, Julian, joining us today, but I'm going to let you take her from here, and I'll come back up right before lunch, but welcome, Sophie.
Thank you. I presume you can hear me? Oh, good. Thank you, everyone. So happy to see you here. My name is Sophie, and see if I can get my deck going. My name is Sophie. I'm part of the team that founded Bambuser back in 2019, and I'm currently running the US market. Bambuser is into video commerce, and if you don't think I'm interesting, at least stay with me for 2 minutes, and then we're going to get Julian on the stage. You can talk to someone and learn from someone who's really using my platform. But really quick, why we're here and why I pivoted in from retail, because I started out in retail into tech, was because we were seeing that spending habits were changing, and now they are rapidly so. We know that ballpark 65% of all consumer traffic was video back in 2022. Imagine the number as we moved into 2024. $3 trillion US, that's what's going to be expected the social commerce market by 2025. And 200% is the expected growth of what we call social commerce between 2020 and 2025. So even if I think this is cool, the numbers kind of back me up on this one. With changing habits, the consumer expectations are also evolving. How we went to market, how you were talking to your clients pre-COVID, during COVID, it's continuously evolving, and you need to stay on pace with what the market expects from you. 56% of all Americans have been watching a shoppable live stream. That's every other person in this huge country. That tells you something about where the consumers are, but maybe not where all the retailers still have kind of trailblazed into. 57% of Gen Zs, they want an online personalized shopping experience. They don't want to have this static e-com site from the Amazon template that we grew up with as millennials. They want something different. They're used to something different. When they navigate, when they browse online, they do everything in video. And going all the way to like my dad, the boomer of the situation, they're all in video. We FaceTime, he YouTubes. Why on earth shouldn't we be shopping in video too? And lastly, for those of you that are thinking, sure, but we have social media. But the interesting part is if you're in e-commerce, where I spent more than a decade of my career, right now, 80% of conversion rate you will have an 80% increase in conversion rate if you add video on your product detail page, on your PDP. That says something about how much of an incremental revenue channel video is becoming for classic e-commerce. So I would say that video commerce is crucial for any retailer if you want to stay relevant as we dive into 2024. But when I say video commerce, what do I mean? Because that's, definitions are all over the place. When I and Bambuser and, our customer base and our community talks about video commerce, we talk about putting video at the heart of the online customer experience. When you discover, when you search for inspiration, when you navigate on a retailer website, you want to be met by video. You want to be able to interact. You want to be able to have an engaging conversation. Either if that's a one-to-many, where the social commerce aspect of a live show where anyone can join chats and likes and explore, or if that's even a one-to-one video conversation with a CRM integration, so you can pull up, the cart and help them navigate, co-browse the website. Video is the key. We believe that the future of e-commerce is not going to be the e-commerce we have today. It's going to be an immersive video interactive experience. We've done this, as I said, I joined this back in 2019, and people were like, Sophie, what's your problem? We have e-commerce, it works great. This is something they do over in China, give me a break. And then we got COVID. And people started thinking, maybe it isn't such a bad idea to use video even on your e-commerce site. Stores were closed. So all of a sudden, we had this influx of interest. We started doing events. It became a PR thing. And I think the evolution we've seen over, let's say, the last 3 years, it went from, oh, this hype and cool little thing, a trend, I can go live from my store, to let me start using my store staff and my experts, into becoming this kind of 360 strategy you use for your website. Like right now, the retailers working with us that are seeing the highest ROI, they are putting video at the center, and they are thinking, where can I add interactive video on the online customer journey? So it started as something that was an event, influencer-led. It became something that you did in store with your staff. And now it's, okay, how do I have video at the heart of everything I do online? We've been around for quite some time. We have a lot of big brands as partners, which gives us a unique insight into what makes a difference. How do you cut the corners? What data points are relevant for you? And when you want to start and kind of venture into video commerce, I think learning from others is crucial. There is a first mover advantage, but there's a lot of potential in talking to brands that have trialed and trailblazed ahead of you. And with that, I want to tease you about who's very shortly joining me on stage. So please, Julian. Welcome.
Thank you.
Would you mind introducing yourself to the audience?
Yes, I'm Julian, Guevara. I'm the SVP of Direct to Consumer at What Goes Around Comes Around.
Perfect. We got your logo as a backdrop. So thank you for joining us. I'd like to start by asking you, what was your initial approach to video commerce?
Yes, our initial approach to video commerce was a lot of research. It was diving into what examples we already saw in the space. There were a couple other luxury retailers diving in, and so we started there. We knew that we wanted to do something very elevated to keep on par with our product that we're selling, the brands that we offer, the price point that we're pushing. So that was part of the reason with going with Bambuser, since you guys obviously have a lot of fashion clients, as you saw up on the screen, from LVMH and Fendi being up there. So that was important for us to stay on par with the brands that we sell.
Questions. What challenges did you kind of identify initially where you thought this is something video can help us solve?
One of our biggest challenges within our company is that we are selling all of the top fashion brands and product offerings across many different decades from them, from handbags, accessories, jewelry, clothing, even home items, rare objects. So that type of engagement and product knowledge is dense, and we have really perfected how our retail stylists do this in our stores. We have a very big, loyal VIP client following. We help a lot of celebrities, a lot of notable people, and they really love that experience. And so for us, our mission was, how do we scale that online? How do we make that possible? How do we make sure that we can engage with all of our clients to that level and make sure that we're not letting somebody browse the site and look at a price tag of this piece and not understand the provenance, why it is that, how many of them are available, the craftsmanship that went into it, because all of those are key conversion points for us.
Yeah, I know from my experience that when you try to convert clients into luxury purchase, it's a longer purchase funnel. You need more kind of, you need to be convinced that it's a good purchase you're doing, right?
Absolutely, yeah. No, we're a very high consideration purchase. It usually takes a couple visits to our website before converting. And so live commerce for us was a way to really engage constantly, right? We're on 5 days a week. We've celebrated over 100 shows now since we've launched this year, which was a big milestone for us that we're excited about. And we're able to storytell. We're able to really create client engagement at a larger scale than we were able to.
So I know you've kind of done the first version, and you're like going into Video Commerce 2.0 with your student. We're going to dive into soon. But what would you say have been your success factors? Like, what have worked out really well? What have you learned as you've been growing this channel?
Yep. A lot of in-the-moment learning, right? It's newly launched this year, so we're getting so many different insights and data points. I would say go live as much as possible, really, is kind of our strategy with it, especially with how much we have. It's really helped with growing our following. We also have streamed onto multiple platforms now, so Bambuser is obviously integrated with our e-commerce site. We also are streaming to Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and we also are on Amazon Live, since we have our Amazon Luxury Stores partnership as well. So that was a big part for us too, to kind of just increase that viewership and just increase brand awareness across all these platforms, right? Overall, we're still, even though we're celebrating our 30th anniversary this year, we're not as well known as some of the other competitors in the space who have spent a lot more on brand marketing than we have. So this is also playing as a really great marketing tool for us. It's also generating ROI.
And if I remember well, I think the stat said something about the average viewing time is like 15 minutes on your website?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I used to do e-commerce. If you can keep someone for 15 minutes on your e-com site, you're doing a miracle.
Yeah, literally. No, it's wild. Those metrics are great, and it's really helped. I think some points that are great to highlight is how it's really helped our Amazon business as well, right? And even Prime Day that just happened, which is a big moment for Amazon, and live commerce is big there. But from us being able to stream from Bambuser directly there from our same studio allows us to hit multiple platforms. And with strategic homepage placements and strategic moves within the Amazon ecosystem, we were able to get like 100,000 extra viewers to tune into our live, then see our show, and then be able to see our brand.
I'm actually going to piggyback on that because remember I said I think the ones that are successful right now with video commerce are using this as a 360 strategy. So it's not about I go live when I have an event or when we have a collection drop, but it's like where do I place video so that every touch point online with my consumers is engaging, interactive, and shoppable. And I think you're a great example. Like you're doing it on all channels, you're doing it on your product pages, you're having an archive. And that's kind of where I think you should be looking, not say, hey, I don't have enough content to run live shows. That's not the trick here. The trick is how do I create videos that are relevant, that adds value to my customers, and how do I place those videos all over?
Exactly.
So wherever you land on a PDP, on a homepage, on a social media channel, I can get access as a consumer to interactive content, where I get a very different experience of the product you're selling, right?
100%. Yeah, video is key. I mean, it's essential, as I'm sure all of you know, from video ads to social media. Instagram is not going to pick you up if you're not making a reel to compete with TikTok. So we're competing with a lot of attention right now, right? Or trying to grab people's attention and competing for that. So video is very necessary.
So my next question would be, what has been the response from your customers?
The response from our customers has been really great, right? Like it launched at the end of April. It was off to a little bit of a slow start. We were engaging like our current client base and via email marketing, SMS, kind of driving traffic. And then slowly as we've expanded, we've been getting a lot more viewers. They're really loving it. They love engaging live. They love asking Mason, who our main host is, a lot of questions right now. He has a really great following that he's developing. Part of our strategy will be adding more hosts, both in the influencer celebrity route and then also our own company hosts as well, like Mason, to kind of balance that out. So we're continuing to get more following and develop more community, especially specific to each personality, because I think that's a really big part of the strategy that I see a lot of people succeeding on. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it's fascinating when hosts are becoming their own little profession right now.
Really?
We have a lot of large retailers that are having unexpected people sometimes in front of the camera, but they really work. The clients really love them, and all of a sudden we have, I remember thinking 2 or 3 years ago, what if one day there might be like a video commerce expert or like a VP of video commerce, and now those professions exist. So I think even from a running a company perspective and like being proactive in creating relevant roles for younger workforces or just like giving people new skill sets, I think this is an excellent and very fun channel to be venturing into.
Absolutely.
Well, everyone always wants to know, you're successful in something, but how do you approach holiday season? And we're like a couple of weeks away from holiday season. So what is your holiday season approach when it comes to video?
To video, yeah. I mean, similar to everything we've said thus far, video will be incorporated into every part of it, right? So we have our holiday campaign that will have a great editorial video that'll be shown that we can then feature throughout Bambuser as well and start, as you see, we kind of cut in with starting titles and different parts throughout our live streams. We have curated holiday gift guides that will be having live streams about each of them. And so throughout our promotion and our holiday cadence with what products are rolling out, there'll be a live kind of moment for each one of them. So that way, once the email goes out, the SMS goes out, then we also have a video that you can tune into via social somewhere, wherever we can find you, and continue the journey.
Fascinating. Okay, I guess you want to know how they do this, what it looks like. We're going to connect with them, but is there anything you want to tell us about the studio setup, the evolution, the team, the staffing behind it before we go see what's going on in Soho?
Yeah, definitely. We're really, really proud of our studio. This, like I said, the elevation was really key for us when embarking on this. We took time to kind of consider getting into live commerce, and similar with your success, once COVID happened, we were like, this is undeniable, we have to. But we really wanted to make sure we weren't just kind of jumping in with a selfie camera right away, especially with our products. So we were lucky enough when we opened up our new atelier, our new 5,000 square foot store in Soho, we were able to build out a live stream production studio in the basement. So it's full production production quality. We can film various different things there. We've used it for other stuff outside of live commerce as well, and we'll continue to. So that's our real hub for this, and we put a lot of work and effort into making that beautiful, and it has multiple sets, so then we can kind of continue progressing our show concepts. Right now we have Live from the Atelier. There might be an after dark kind of evening one. We'll have some expert chats that we'll host there. So we're really, really proud of the studio. I'm excited for you all to see it.
Well, that was a great teaser. Can we maybe connect over to this Soho studio?
Hello, Global E-Commerce Leader Forum and Bambuser. This is your host and luxury expert, Mason Howell, here at What Goes Around Comes Around Live. Come along with me as I show you our beautiful studio, all the production, and how we make all of this magic happen. I feel like I'm on MTV Cribs, so like, let's make it happen. Come on. Here we are entering our newest location, the Atelier at 113 Wooster Street in the heart of New York City's Soho neighborhood. We have 3 locations, another one, our original flagship, also in Soho, and then one other in Beverly Hills. But this is the only one where the live shopping, beautiful What Goes Around Comes Around lives happen. Now you are entering our green room space and our administrative area where our small but mighty team makes all this beautiful magic happen. So come on inside. Please know it is still a work in progress, but it's honestly like my happy place, especially this area here. This is where all of our guest hosts come and they do their makeup. We have such great time. It's amazing Instagram and social media content footage. And I mean, it's my favorite part. I get ready, I play some music, and I get hyped up for my show. So it's fantastic. But now let's go in to see where everything happens. It's absolutely stunning. And as you can see, we have tons of product in here, but this is our custom built out closet here, all designed by one of our co-founders, Gerard Mayoni. This is beautiful. So we've set this up so it's just an instant set, but here What Goes Around Comes Around Live. We want each client to obtain this luxury lifestyle. We want them to want this closet. And I mean, who wouldn't? It literally changes every single day. So we have all these beautiful items here. These are all getting ready for our next upcoming show. And then this part is where it's completely merchandised out. And soon we'll be having ready to wear going, but isn't this incredible? So all of our influencers, all of our social media content partners can come down here, take photos, post, and tag the Wagaka Live Instagram channel and at What Goes Around NYC. I hope you all are following that. And don't forget, what makes it happen are these beautiful, beautiful cameras. These are the Blackmagic Studio cameras, and we have all this amazing lighting as well. Our wonderful team has just done an excellent job at building out this entire studio from the ground up. And we do have to thank Bambuser's Jesper, the studio manager there. He gave us the first initial, basically, blueprint of what we should be using. So thanks to him for that list so we could build upon it and create what we have now. Now let's go see where it all runs into. Here we have our production studio. Now this is where the moderator sits, and we are doing chats on basically 6 to 7 different platforms, including Bambuser. So it is a lot of work, but they kill it every single time. And then we have our live streams constantly playing up here because I just love to see myself up there, right? Just kidding. But this is a great place for us to see and really kind of give that aesthetic that this is where we want people to come down and be super impressed, and we're proud to say that we've done that. Now, this part, which scares me a little bit, but I'm also obsessed with, is where our studio manager, who does an amazing job ensuring all of our live streams go to all 7 different platforms, including Bambuser. And I mean, I can only imagine, he's like an octopus, basically, does a great job at it, and still has time to tell me when I'm doing a great job in my ear, because that's what we do here. All right, so let's move back out here. As you can see, this beautiful wide view of the entire set, Studio H as we call it. And then up here, I take basically my realm, my helm, whatever you want to call it. I sit up here and get to just speak to all of our amazing clients. And I mean, this is what makes me so happy because I love being able to share this experience with everyone else. It's like we're coming to your living room, bringing you that luxury client experience. And then the best part is putting these gorgeous bags onto this Lazy Susan. I just had to have like this gorgeous Gucci Marmont bag from the Spring/Summer 2021 collection. I get my confidence mirror here, I get my teleprompter and my chats up there, and it just keeps on going. Now, I'd love to chat longer, but I hope you guys are all enjoying the forum, and thank you, Bambuser, for letting us be a part of it. We absolutely adore you guys and adore everything you've done for us. So don't remember. Don't remember. That's what you get on live, basically, guys. It's always a live moment. But here at What Goes Around Comes Around, we are constantly chasing the timeless, the iconic vintage pieces, and we're so excited to have you guys along for the ride. Don't forget to tune in to all of our shows, and I'll see you guys soon. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Awesome, that is great. I really see why people like Mason.
Yeah, no, definitely is a great personality.
We're open to have a couple of questions if someone wants to ask Julian something. Happy to take that Q&A. Everything is crystal clear? Awesome. I just want to add a few things. So at 3:30, there's going to be a roundtable, not focusing on video, but focusing on e-commerce challenges, where I will be moderating. Feel free to join. We would love that. Bambuser is also hosting the closing party, the closing happy hour later today at 5:30, and there's a raffle going on, so make sure not to miss out on that one. Our booth is outside of that door, so go meet the team. And for any question, we're going to be around.
Is there a prize?
There are
that you want to
great
promote?
prizes.
Oh, there are prizes.
Yes,
Okay.
they're multiple. Everything from champagne to travel. I kid you not, like, go see the team.
Yeah, so that also means stick around, people. So great job. I need to see more videos where they come and talk to us at GELF. So thank you for doing that. I really appreciate it. Great job today. It's lunchtime now. As Sophie mentioned, we do have some, shall we say, meetups, group discussions at lunch. We've also got them at 3:30, so I really encourage you guys to join Sophie and her team at 3:30. At lunch, this is Forum B here. There's an international operations meetup. Ariel's hosting that one. There's a marketing and international media meetup. There's generative IA and international. We've got John Harmon from Coresight leading that one. And Rachel and some other folks are going to sit in and pick up on what the Canada Post folks were talking about next door on sustainability. So those of you that were in here obviously missed that. So jump in on that if you'd like. But Sophie, again, thank you so much. Thanks so much, Julian.